Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's the 16th. It's December. It's 2024. It's very early. I just took a shower in a very sketchy shower stall, but it is what it is. This is the video that I wanted to put out last night, so I'm going to put it out now. But here, I want you to listen to this real quick.
To share that I found very interesting, and it resonated with me that I felt maybe there might be some truth to it. So this was posted on Reddit. 25-year radar operator for a major agency here. Just thought I'd let you all know what has been going on these past few weeks. The drones are part of a military drill being conducted by Space Force. Everything is on a need-to-know basis, which is why there's so much confusion. What gets me concerned, and why I had to make this post, is that something big is about to go down. I happen to know that there are additional full lockout drills that are scheduled to take place between now and Christmas Eve. These operations involve the full turnover of all radio, radar, and aircraft communications to the military for several hours at a time. In conjunction with that, there are also scheduled satellite launches off the books, which have been occurring since October. They are setting up some kind of big show for the public very soon. CNN was even at our facility shooting pre-roll footage for a future story. Pre-roll is just where it's basically add-on footage when you're doing a news story. I don't know exactly what is going on, but all I know is this. Get ready.
Okay, so a couple of things on this one. This was on Reddit. Some dude says he's a radar guy. But here's the deal. If he was a radar guy for one of the major companies and he had access to this type of information, all his incoming and outgoing communications, Reddit, would be monitored. So I take that with a serious grain of salt. Now, again, Now, with that in mind, if this guy really was a radar guy and they do monitor his in and out communications, he mentions Christmas Eve. What else is happening on Christmas Eve? The Vatican is doing something they've never done before. I've been talking about this for a couple of weeks now because it's incredibly important. So listen to this.
Well, as of 2024, there have been a lot of stories that have come out about portals. Portals at the VMAs, portals at the closing ceremony of the Olympics, portals being erected in Michigan, all across the United States, just stories about portals everywhere. And of course, portals at CERN and so forth. Well, it looks like 2024 is going to end with a portal ritual, a portal ceremony. And on top of that, it will be a portal opening up at a prison. That is right. And this portal, which is dubbed a holy sacred portal, will be opened up by none other than the Vatican. When I first covered this story of the Pope opening up a holy sacred door on Christmas, St. Peter's Basilica, and it's going to be live streamed. Now, I know I'm not going to watch it, but again, it's going to be live streamed. I found this story to be rather creepy, but there were those in the comment section of that video that said that there's nothing to worry about. This happens every 25 years. It's a jubilee. It's a jubilee that happens again every 25 years. These doors have been opened before and nothing has happened. But like I said previously, this time it's different because Pope Francis has decreed the holy portals will be open, including one December 26th at Ribbia Prison near Rome. And that is a first. Now, I have to say, in my own opinion, I really don't get a good feeling about this. Like, it carries some kind of very bad omen. When I think of biblical times, when I think of the Bible, when I think of the church, and I hear the word prison, I generally connect a prison to fallen angels, fallen ones. We are ending 2024, which has been a very strange year. All these strange and bizarre sightings. I'm not just talking about drones, but these other sightings that people are seeing, these orbs and so forth.
Okay, he's making sense here. He's talking about how they suddenly went from the word doors to portals. That's what they're calling them, and this is something that's never been done before. It's a ritual that's never been done before, according to the Vatican. Straight up. The radar guy is saying they're doing a Space Force thing where they'll be taking over communications for something big on Christmas Eve. Do you see what I'm saying? I believe they have completely, they've done it. They've done it, which is why Agenda 2030 was sped up to Agenda 2025. Do you see what I'm saying? This is all being sped up exponentially. But let me show you one thing real quick. You see this? Him and everybody else are using this picture. That is Venus. And let me show you Venus. I've already done this, but I'm going to do it again. I did this last night. I set my camera up in Louisiana and caught a partially full moon for quite a while. And I videotaped it, and I videotaped it, and I videotaped it. But sadly, I had my bearings incorrect. I was positive that east was that way. East was behind me. I was 180 degrees off. So keep that in mind. When I was trying to film Venus, I inadvertently caught this. I caught Jupiter instead. But I want you to pay attention here. See this? This is Jupiter, okay? Another power, principality, a luminary. And these are Jupiter's quote-unquote moons. Well, I don't know what these are in real life. There's some sort of angel or I don't know what they are. It's all that's beyond us. 1, 2, 3, 4, all pointing straight and direct at the Earth right now. So something is absolutely going on. Things are lining up in the sky. It's astonishing that with a plastic camera, I can literally zoom in on something that's 100 and something million light years away. Isn't that astonishing? Yeah. At any rate, this is Venus. You see what I mean? Camera's on a tripod. The Illuminary is doing all this on its own. The camera is on a tripod. I'm not touching it. I'm nowhere near it. But you see that? Yes, that is that. Except they got a better picture because it's not very often that you can zoom in and it'll stay still long enough that you can actually see the frequencies and everything else on this thing moving. You see what I'm saying? But they were using professional cameras, so we've caught it like this before. Many have caught it when it was actually active. You could see it all moving around like that. You could see it, but it's very difficult to do. And when you're trying to reproduce it for a video, it gets even more difficult. At any rate.
And we are ending 2024 with opening 5 holy sacred portals, and one of them being a prison. My question happens to be, when did this change from Holy Sacred Door to now Holy Sacred Portals? Because when I previously covered this story about a month ago, I saw nothing about portals. Everything was about a Holy Sacred Door, the St. Peter's Basilica Holy Sacred Door. And that's what it's always been. But out of nowhere, it just became a Holy Sacred Portal.
The Vatican that we know today was built on top of the tomb of Lucifer. If you go to their website and look at the map of the necropolis, it'll show you what I'm talking about. And that's next on the trumpet, map of the Vatican necropolis. You go to that website right there, and you can see what I'm seeing. All of these things right here are under the floor, underneath there. This is the present altar that we see today, and this is the red wall that's in the ground underneath St. Peter's Basilica, where you find the red wall right here and tomb U, the tomb of Lucifer. This one right here, and that's the red wall and all of this under the floor. That's the current altar that you see. That's the red wall right there, and that's a rise in the foundation. Dragons all over the place. Let's go to where they mention dragons and keys in the Bible. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. These are the nostrils of the dragon. That's the eyes of the dragon. And the keys make the ears and the horns of the dragon. And they're all underneath the papal tiara.
So those are the portals that Satan, that Lucifer, that the Vatican, those are Freudian slips, but I think they're legit. Those are the portals that they're opening, okay? For those of you that didn't know there was a tomb of Lucifer, the room of Lucifer is what I always knew it as. Under the Vatican, it's been there forever, absolutely forever. But here is more information on the drones and their origins. The drones are being controlled by AI. The drones are probably this dude. Remember this kid? Remember this kid that was doing rituals in his bedroom when he was a child, and his nanny allegedly caught him doing it, trying to open portals when he was a kid? Yeah, this dude is now this dude.
The amount of artificial digital sort of superintelligence is very much a double-edged sword. So it's if you have a genie that can grant you anything, that can also do anything, that necessarily presents a danger. And I expect the first uses of AI to be, or certainly the first government uses of AI to be weapons technology. So just having more advanced weapons on the battlefield that can react faster than any human could. That's really what AI will be capable of. I mean, future wars between advanced countries, or at least countries that have significant drone capability, will be very much the drone wars.
The future wars are really going to be, and we're seeing a taste of that in Ukraine, very much drone wars.
Put an AI, even in this moment, just with the technology that we have before us, be used in some fairly destructive ways?
You can make a swarm of assassin drones for very little money by just taking the Face ID chip that's used in cell phones and having a small explosive charge and a standard drone, and have them just do a grid sweep of the building until they find the person they're looking for, ram into them and explode. You can do that right now. No new technology is needed.
So do you remember 10 years ago when we were talking about swarm bots? Well, Elon's talking about swarm bots right now, and he just basically gave any future quote-unquote terrorists the exact blueprint on how to do it. Do you see what I'm saying? But here's what I think. In this video, Minutes of Horror, who, sadly, the kid does good research. He does good research, but he doesn't have the Bible. He doesn't have the Holy Spirit in him. He doesn't understand that this is biblical. He's on the verge, but he's just not there. He's making videos for views. That's why every single one of his video titles is exactly like Jason A's. Shocking. The world is shocked. Trump just made a shocking, and now it's just fear porn. It's just clickbait, period. They don't seem to understand. Clickbait isn't going to matter when the entire place comes crumbling down. But here's the deal. Everything we ever talked about is literally coming to pass right now. Right now. So I want you to continue to listen to this. It's long, but it's worthy.
When it comes to this whole disturbing drones mystery, this whole drone phenomenon, many people have multiple theories just as to what these drones could be. Now, there are some people that believe that these drones are coming from aliens. There could be an alien connection. Or these drones could be coming from the military, Project Bluebeam style. We even have others out there blaming Iran and stating that these drones are coming from an Iranian mothership. But like I said, no matter the theory, people have multiple theories. But what if, and just hear me out, what if these drones are actually coming from Elon Musk? Because Elon Musk greatly dislikes the current United States air technology, the F-35s, one of the United States' best air weapons, even right down to calling the builders of the F-35s idiots. Yes, this is a recent tweet by Elon Musk on November 24th, where he shows a video of China's drones, and he goes on to state that, meanwhile, some idiots are still building manned fighter jets like the F-35, and he does the trash can emoji. Now, this is not Elon Musk's only tweet when it comes to drones. Going all the way back to September 29th, an individual on Twitter, Jason 𝗬𝗱, he tweeted, "Now imagine millions of military drones being deployed from a single container ship in a precision surprise attack that would make the exploding Hezbollah pagers look like nothing in comparison." And the reason why he tweeted this is because he uploaded a video of China doing a 10,000 drone light show. Now, in response to this tweet on September 29th, hours later, Elon Musk responds with, "An epic drone wars is coming." He would tweet out the very next day on September 30th, "Drone swarm battles are coming that will boggle the mind." So apparently Elon Musk has a thing for drones. He's afraid of China's drones and what they are capable of, and believes that drones are the new air superiority. Now, here is some rather interesting timing. Like I've stated, always look at the timing when it comes to these very strange and interesting stories. Well, on November 25th, only a few days after the first drone sightings in New Jersey, because the first drone sightings happened on November 18th, we were getting news articles coming out stating that Elon Musk finds the F-35s to be obsolete. Take this article here from Politico, one of the multiple news agencies that were talking about this story. The title of this article happens to be, "Musk targets Trump's favorite fighter jet. Drones, not jets, are the future of aerial combat."
Okay, I don't have any way to speed that up because I stole that video. I pulled it down myself. The fact he's gonna postulate that Elon is doing this behind Trump's back. Elon and Trump Again, peanut butter and jelly. They're all part of the New World Order. They made that abundantly clear. I don't understand how people still don't think that this is real, but it is. But Elon putting out the epic drone wars are coming. Again, according to the Book of Enoch, principalities move through the heavens in revolving, spinning chariots. So what are we going to see? Are we going to see drone battles in the sky, which are actually drones that are giving AI, which are demons, a physical presence? Drones via AI are able to put fallen angels inside of drones. So now they have a physical presence where they can pester, bother, attack, do whatever. Scorpions, pits. There's so much going on right here, but him not understanding that Trump and Elon are on the same page and that we're probably never going to see anybody enter the White House because something really bad is coming. But I'm going to let him go on. I wish I could speed it up, but I can't. I don't know how. I need a little kid to show me how to use a computer, but whatever. Look at this picture right here. It's completely irrelevant to the story, but look at that face. That dude is evil. And again, why was he wearing black MAGA? Black MAGA, what does that even mean? It means that Trump he's part of the satanic order, but Elon's higher above. I don't believe Trump was opening portals and such, but who knows? Who knows? Remember the book, The First President? Yeah, who knows, man? Seriously. So this dude thinking that Elon's doing this behind Trump's back, that's one thing, man. Elon's brother owning an enormous, Kimball Musk owning an enormous drone factory. Well, that's kind of strange, you know what I'm saying? But I find it really odd that nobody's asking the question is, why is all of a sudden SpaceX in charge of our space exploration? You know what I mean? Dude went from PayPal to electric cars, which isn't, electric cars isn't a stretch. They've been around since the 1800s. Mercedes came out with the first electric car back in the late 1800s, and they buried it. So this technology is nothing new, but the technology is highly controllable. And for all those morons that believe the climate change story, it takes more power plants to make electric cars than it does to make regular cars. So all you're doing is literally handing your entire life over to the New World Order, in my opinion.
We have not. Okay. People ask me, you've been to Area 51. Okay, please. SpaceX actually has Area 59. It's even better, 8 better than 51. So, among the set of...
But what we do know, the drones that people are seeing are drones people cannot buy in the public. They are massive. They are the size of SUVs, but not just that. What makes them different is that they are staying up there for hours. Now, the thing is, if you are going to prove a point and prove that these drones are the future, they are air superiority, even more so than the F-35s, you are not going to use the same drones that the public can use and buy. You are going to use very advanced ones that can...
Okay, I can't take his voice anymore. He just takes so long to get to the point. Him thinking that Elon's doing this, remember I said it's the Illuminati. Well, Elon is without a doubt part of the Illuminati. No two ways about that. Grok, his AI, is literally flexing right now. The United States government doesn't have any control over this. They've let the cat out of the bag, and now AI is taking over. AI is just flying around, seeing how people are going to... It's watching the reactions. It's been going on for almost a month, 30 days. Your government is doing nothing. I highly encourage you at this point now to no longer listen to your government in any way whatsoever at all, because they are not protecting you. They don't care about you. They are against you, and they're making this abundantly clear. And I think on Christmas Eve, it's all going to come crumbling down. Now, it's early in the morning. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to get this video done because I want to roll out of here, and I can't make videos when I'm mobile. I hope this made some sort of sense, but there's a lot of channels on YouTube right now that are suddenly saying, these aren't drones. These are just people pointing at lights in the skies. Well, there are drones. Okay, airplanes don't stop and hover over you and then take off sideways, etc., so forth. They're military-grade drones. And what's running them? I believe it's Grok. Grok is Elon's supercomputer that he said was learning faster than any AI before it because it's got all the other AI platforms to cheat off of. They all started from scratch. It's starting from now. And Elon is an occultist, straight up, always has been. Google it for yourself. But here, pay attention to what you're watching because there's a lot of people just running they're showing Venus as a portal. Venus is an luminary. It's a principality. It's a power. It's one of the three. It's a heavenly body, and they're showing it as a portal. That's inaccurate. The Vatican, Christmas Eve, the radar guy saying Space Force, Christmas Eve, something bad's going to happen. They're literally opening up a walled-up portal door in the Vatican that goes to Lucifer's tomb, or whatever it is. You know, the big red wall. What was the red wall down there for? Right in front of Lucifer's tomb. To keep him in until the appointed time. 70 generations. 70 generations. 70 times 70 puts us at beginning of this century. You see what I'm saying? Beginning of the 19th century. We're about to see some stuff we ain't never seen before. And do not get it twisted. Do not fall for it. Pray unceasingly. And for all those that ask, that's the book I was talking about. Same author, Confusion in the Cosmos. This book shows how there is no aliens because there is no outer space. There's only other dimensions, and that's it. I hope this made sense. Richie from Boston. For now, I'm out.